Так, раз, два, проверка звука. Так, раз, два, проверка звука. Так, все, запись пошла. Сейчас минутку кое-что сделаю. Все, повторяется теперь. Так, что я хотел. Да, вот, сейчас, минутку. Сегодня продолжаем играть Genshin Impact. С утра пораньше, правда. Так, чат я открыл. И вот джойстик. Ну-ка, сейчас почту для начала гляну. Что в почте? Опа. Описание предмета. Декор. О, прикольно. Получить. Удалить. Ну, 4 из 4, неплохо уже. Ну-ка, молитва. Сразу понятно, куда я пойду их тратить. Пусто, ладно. Пусто. Пусто. Нормально, как обычно. Так, прикольно. Так, после раз мы вот здесь остановились. Не скачи. Коняшка. Ежедневок пока нету, да? Тогда вот эти пока продолжим проходить. Заодно подхилю их.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Splash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then it'll allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondered...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Also, that doesn't...
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright,
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain...
Exactly! With a vision, we'd quickly become our...
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they...
famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his. You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous. He's got to be a Grand Master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless others. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
Ну-ка, сделай тише.
If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Ling Shan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Есть один остался, да? Кто это? Можно тут что-нибудь поворовать, у всех оружие, еду потребить? Не дают.
Let the show begin.
Опа, ну-ка. О, еще одно испытание. Прикольно.
Hey, youngster.
Tournament?
Think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life. No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seen in most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my Ha! You don't mince your words, do you? Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before...
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Ciao, dovoltava.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't... did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can...
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon, too. But...
Whoa!
Might as well declare him the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize.
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma if we win the tournament.
There's another prize, too? Oh,
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as in...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament like this. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? All right, it's showtime! You got this!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Ой, господи.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
Блин, не успел включать, ладно. А, вот у меня есть тогда.
You? You're the hero they're talking about? Ugh, how am I supposed to win now?
Надо прям крест
What
такой
a
завис.
strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret it. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show he put on just now, he's more than convinced me of his ability.
Привет, дела нормально, а у вас?
So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too.
Сколько времени? Ну, 9:30 утра.
For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, you must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise.
Что? У тебя очень... А вот так лучше.
Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
38. Неплохо.
To be fair...
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about.
Я просто, как ты видишь, на преске. И у меня
We're
микрофон от
finally here,
наушников, от
folks. The
компьютера.
real show is
С
about to
наушники,
begin.
к ним микрофон приделан.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard.
А, понял, гарнитура. Ну, не знаю, как это называется.
Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Господи, сколько еще? Играть хуже.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you make sure you are fully prepared before you...
Relax. My guy's at the top of his game. He ain't gonna lose.
Okay, follow me.
Сейчас, сюда, тут смотреть.
At last, the moment we've all been...
Вон, 31-й.
Who's
Вау,
it
я
gonna be
уже
this
тут
time?
помню.
The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Куча. Все. Засмотрелся на чат, на телефон просто справа стоит. Мне даже хилить лень. И отходим. Кривака. Опа. Сейчас, погоди, добью тут этого. Чубзилета. Ай, больно. На, походу меня добили. Жизни не хватило. Надо хилиться. Сейчас, погоди. Мне привычно, что играю за этого. Я уже давно за него не играл. Именно безумений. Сейчас, погоди. Персонажи. Ну все, это все. Блэд, это опять топать дофига. Ладно, я по-умному сделаю. Телепорт сюда, я тут уже секунду дойду. Спецджин. Что здесь выпал случайно? Вот я вместо нее бы лучше бы хотел, сейчас покажу кого. Вот это Кокуми. Чтобы вместо Барбары поставить, она хилит лучше. Все. Мне на 38 выпало. Стой. У меня созвездие. Понимаю. Так, стоп, куда мне... все. Я просто вот тот баннер с ней кручу в первый... И первый перс выпадает она. Я прям так рад был. Ладно. Давай, топ. Сейчас скажет, все, провалился, иди в баню. Надо было хилиться все-таки. Хотел, чтобы был посложнее, в итоге проиграл. Как обычно, короче. Ягодок поем. Чё? Вижу новичка. А зачем, если я там вот эту выбил уже? Там просто остальные персы, которые... То же самое, что крутить сейчас покажу. Молитвы. Дешевая, по-твоему? 8 этих? Я проще по одной вот этих крутить. И все.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux class. I do not doubt your
это повторяется.
Relax, my guys.
Okay, follow me.
Так, чё?
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Не
The
знаю.
semifinals
По-моему, она
have
не дешевая.
begun. Who's it gonna be this time?
А
The
если бы я
hero
понял?
or the dark horse?
Не, она не дешевая, там просто вместо 10, чтобы копить, можно на 8 накопить. Ни капельки не дешевая. Не, у меня там-то она и еще кто-то выпал, и я не помню кто.
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Так, чё? Ну это лучше, не знаю, мне наоборот лучше тот баннер, который каждый месяц меняется, крутить. Там все сразу персы выпадают, у меня уж куча повторок оттуда выпало. Правда на тех, за кого я не играю, кроме одного перса. Ну да, все пролагал хорошенько.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feel. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was... If you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one.
Не понял, извиняюсь тебя.
But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't envy it.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign
Ну
up
да,
to try and
вот
get
он
your
у меня
hands on
самый
that
первый,
merciless
кто из
vision?
персов выпал в молитвах.
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against... Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experience...
Wow.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're so don't get too cocky.
Я, кажется, знаю, кто это, конечно.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about her in the final round. Paimon thinks we might need to up our game a little.
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. What a stunning performance.
Прикольно. Бузов.
I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame.
Maybe next time, huh? By the way, do you happen to know who else?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. Quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps.
Так. Как не Спасибо за спойлер, конечно. Ладно, сейчас Саша.
I faltered for but a brief moment. But before I knew it, he had me on the floor.
Понимаю.
Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But faced with a nimble, agile opponent, still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Понимаю. Вот один из этих, да? Скорее всего.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
Понял.
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place.
Ну, я на спойлеры не обижаюсь.
His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply.
Ты это, в следующий раз, когда пишешь в спойлерах, ты это, пиши в начале, хотя бы в скобочках спойлер, чтобы другие, если кто-то читает, чтобы знали.
Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit.
Да, я не обижаюсь, вот другие могут, поэтому я поэтому говорю, пишу в начале, когда спойлеришь. Не, мне просто самому интересно. Вот это, пожалуйста, не рассказывай. Я не обижаюсь, конечно, на спойлеры, но все равно пока просто самому стало интересно.
I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it.
Спасибо, конечно, но все равно.
Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So...
Oh, alright then. Hope you're...
Thanks, I'll do my...
Наконец. Чё?
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she's gotta know something.
Не, я говорю, я не нормально со спойлерами, только когда прям просишь сказать, ну вот я сказал, что я не обижаюсь, я правда не обижаюсь, но вот когда попросил не рассказывать, все рассказали, вот это уже обидно, что тебя человек не слушает и относится к тебе, так сказать, по-свински.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing.
He's right. But in my case, I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be strong?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles.
Я вообще начал играть в Genshin из-за своего друга. А я из-за двоюродного брата, который с релиза игры играл. Сейчас просто уехал. Двоюродный в городе. Я имею в виду.
What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
К нему в город ездил в гости, и вот у него увидел его. Он сказал, иди, газет, я не буду играть в эту помойку. О, понимаю. Ну да, есть такие люди, которые сначала играют, а потом обсирают игру.
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little... I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Ну да, знаю.
In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there... I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set.
И он зевнул из-за того, что сам не хотел разбирать артефакты, убирать какой-нибудь красивый. Я наугад. Я просто читал, не сначала, я также сначала в артефактах не разобрался. Просто видел там, некоторые зеленым говорят, некоторые не говорят, и наугад ставил. А потом мне брат объяснил, как это все работает. Сейчас я понимаю. В 20 FPS не почти повезло. У меня FPS так под 9000 подлетает на телефоне. От 20. Ну, в смысле, от 20 до 9000. Извиняюсь. Чё? Ты про это, блин?
Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your... Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive...
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many things about you elude me still. These are the things I am curious to know about.
Не, он, в смысле, я говорю, я сперва в артефактах думал, в смысле, вот эти зеленые... Сейчас, короче, даблсайд покажу.
Come with me. Some post...
Персонажи. Давай, вот артефакты. Вот, видишь, бонус комплекта. Я сначала не понял, что за комплект, и на рандоме собирал. А потом мне брат объяснил, что это за фигня такая. И собрал вот у меня у первых вот этих двух персов, как правильно и лучше. Сейчас я улучшу. Камоновское все солю в нее. Ля... Господи, сколько же много. Все, кончил. На один уровень просто так по приколу поднял, если честно. Куда топать? Я пока воды попью, пока он ТП. Я начал звездочек, это я сам понимал, что больше, чем больше звездочек, тем лучше. Артах. Ты все понял теперь. Я, честно... Не фася ты, мастер, блин. Я, честно, вот... Мне выпадают почему-то в последние 2 недели повторки одни. Новых персов не падает. До 8, прикольно.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element, but multiple. Is that correct?
Paimon knew that you were hinting
Восьмой
at
этаж.
something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
Я только на первом пока силы не хватает. И то все. Первого и третье на 3 звезды, ну, первого этажа, а второй на 2.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings.
Понимаю.
If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves.
Потому что когда мне брат настраивал, у меня ничего такого не было полезного, поэтому до сих пор там стоят. Мне все лень зайти поменять у персов. У меня вообще у Барбары ни одного артефакта не стоит.
It is things of this nature that I also hear from...
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon...
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision, and not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Я... Ну, ладно, сейчас договорят насчет диалогов. Да, мне, как сказать, не только обои нравятся, но и сюжет.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told him whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand how it all works.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant.
Я там артефакты видел, ну да, есть.
However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it a fair exchange. Now then, let's...
Так, только не говори, что сейчас драться будет. Нет? А, ну ладно. Сейчас по-быстрому, как обычно. Раз. 2. 3. 4. Побежали, 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 побежали. Не устали. Да он уже сдох, а он еще живой, блин. Все. Громовер? Да. А, не, еще не громовер. Ладно. Раз. А, понимаю. Ну да. Ну, я в артефакторах вообще чуть-чуть разобрался, но я понимаю, как теперь Что комплект нужно собирать. И вот это разобрался в них. Да, мне больше восстановления энергии. Я, как сказать, у меня по хилу все скудно всегда. Я на восстановлении играю энергии. На, погнали. На, полетай немножко. Наш не успел, ладно, пофигу. Сейчас, погоди, добью их. Предышку уничтожил. Такой живучий, блин, а? Кто подскажет? Наконец-то, чё? Мне нужны комплекты. Не знаю насчет этого. Я комплекты собираю, типа тоже полезненькие, какие мне полезные будут. Так, что по готовке их? По хилу могу что-нибудь приготовить? Курица и суп, что выгони? Курицу приготовить пока что. Быстрая готовка, это всё. А честно, я уже не помню. У него там тоже, то ли 39-й, то ли 40-й. Я уже... Могу врать, конечно. Последний раз я вон полгода назад к нему приезжал. Поэтому сейчас точно не знаю, какой у него. Не помню.
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which he relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponent. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles.
Да, он по рангу выше меня. Я когда вот у меня был, сейчас скажу, у меня был только 9 ранг, а у него уже 30 какой-то был. 31 то ли еще какой-то. Сейчас я не знаю.
The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between...
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the god, and what influences the god's decision to grant... My apologies. You must be complete for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding Inazuma. So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons have their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria? Or even, not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what did... It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time, We will change. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there.
Чё? Да, Fortnite играю.
There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
Да ничего страшного.
To attend to, then we can return together. Very
А?
well. Let's go.
И чё будет?
I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Хорошо. 2 часика совершенно плохо. Останови, просто не было. Какой див? Что за див? В смысле уровень был пропуска? Привет. Так, ну-ка, это у меня какой сейчас? А, хп увеличивает, чё? А, в дивизион. А, все понял. Не, я не играю. Просто потому, что потом будет трудно в событиях участвовать. Я в дивизион. Типа, играл как-то для победы над... Сейчас скажу. Финал первого берсерка. Ну-ка, это какой, покажите. А вот эти, да, часы берсерка. Так и защита от хп. Вот эту возьму, да? Вот эту брать? Ну хорошо.
Have you ever kept goldfish as pet?
Why isn't he here? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please! We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash! This is the final match!
Что и первого, но уже поздно.
We've seen many exciting battles today, and now, at long last, the two finalists... Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen him, his reputation knows no bounds. He strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes even the Fatui Harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing...
Wow!
I'm sure everyone witnessed his thrilling... But today's final round will... As for our other combatant... Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit... Apologies! Everyone just sit tight! We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone them.
Wait a moment. Something... Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Так, что? Стой, первый тоже. Сейчас, поры персонажи. Оружие, артефакты. Какое? Перо, да? На что его тут поменять? Восстановление энергии. А? Ну что тут перо поменять? Так, сейчас приду минутку. Бонус, да. Раз первый берсерка. А, вот это значит. Сменить. Надеюсь, хоть сейчас легче будет играть. Так, они еще на зеленый и синий, пока нормально. Так, ладно. Что по достижениям пока что? То есть зеленые артефакты заменили любые синие или фиолетовые, ну не на любые, а на силу. Сейчас гляну какие-нибудь. Я бы это по жизни, блин, что-нибудь. То по жизни мне скучно всегда. Что такое? Ну сейчас погодите, гляну что-нибудь. Факты, ну-ка. Какой у тебя сейчас чанин целителя, да? ХП плюс 100 крит урон, шанс. ХП, защита. Ну-ка. Тут что? Так. Что у тебя тут? 12%. Это не интересно, это что? Понятно. Какая это что? Пустовато, да? Что сила атаки, защита. Ладно, вот эту возьму фигню. Так, что тут? Что? Барбары. Ну ладно, сейчас тогда. Так, что тут? Что? Для барбар я, ну хорошо, сейчас гляну тут, что там. ХП, мастерство стихии. Опа-на, ХП сила атаки, ХП. Так, чё? А тут на коронку что поставить лучше? Я не знаю, что тут есть, конечно. Чё? Еще бонус. Шапку берсерка. Берсерка вот эту фигню. Да. Чё? 4 предметов? Да, я в курсе, что тут бонус. Вот он, у Барбары, вон, видишь, всего 2 артефакта. Так, изгнание. Целителя. Целитель. Так, тут что? Целитель раз. Ну-ка, что? Побольше ХП. Тогда вот эту лучше взять. Получается, что? Инструктор, берсерка, инструктор, гладиатор, целитель. Целитель ХП. Защита. Блэд, я уже запутался. Защита, восстановление. Плюс 115. Чё? Насилие. Я не знал. Вот этого я уже не знал. Тогда лучше вот это, скорее всего. Так. Чё, ученого? Знаника, целитель. Чё? Поставь целителя, дается бонус плюс 20%. Быстро хилить, Серка. Целителя. Ну вот у меня защита, мне сейчас ХП надо, получается, и увеличить. ХП плюс сотня. ХП 103. Лет. ХП 32. Атаки. По ХП у меня скудно все. Стоп. Так, чё? Больше всего дает. Ставь на хп фиолетовый. Так, вот хп 215, и тут чё? Вот это тогда получается надо. Так, а тут что получается мой и поставить? Что-то берсерк 3 штуки. Сила атаки и защита. Ставщик. Платок целителя. Чё? Покажи теперь Нико. Так, сейчас я погоди, дай не закончу, что и тут ставить. Блин, так, что тут целителя и тоже поставить. Берсерк. Знаник. Платок целителя тут только можно поставить, ясно. Все, так мы что стихии скорее, чё? Ага. Идем. Так, что тут стоит? Везунчик, да, инструктор. Не везунчик надо ставить, да? Чё? Все? В смысле, все у него уже нормально, да, стоит? Оружие барбары. Вот, у кузнеца скрафтил. Сейчас сменить. Оно, когда я атакую, оно всех персов хилит. Если у меня активе... Сейчас покажу. Вот если мне надо водой... Чё? В смысле, я вот этот навык использую, и когда шмаляю, она сразу всех персов по чуть-чуть хилит. Только, конечно, если они не в отключке. Поэтому я хочу сейчас у кузнеца опять еще одну такую скрафтить, чтобы сейчас покажу, что сделать. Персонаж. Оружие, я просто забыл, как называется. Улучшить. Вот, пробудить хочу. Еще одну скрафтить такую. Только она дорогущая, пипец. Так, это не из оружия. Не из оружия, а из чего тогда? Странно, впервые заметил. Я читал за нее сколько играл, только недавно заметил, после того, как вот это нашел. Не, я имею в виду в смысле... Не меняя перса вот так, чтобы она хилила вот своей способностью, а в смысле находясь именно за нее вот так шмаляя. Так, что я хотел? Вспомнил. Чё? После драконоборцев. Лучшие дракона... У кого? У Юмика? Не знаю, впервые узнал об этом. Так, а вот драконоборец, это вот что такое? Так, что ли? Ладно, пофигу, что у меня сейчас при... Артефакты есть сейчас все. Пока на получил нормально. Сейчас что еще хотел? Блин, не помню уже, ладно. Ладно, пока пошлите дальше. О, стоп, можно забрать? Есть контакт, что? Сколько я уже сообщений написал? 113, если быть точнее, если это считать. Нормально, у меня один раз до 1500 дошло на одном стриме.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze. The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
В смысле? Ну-ка, сейчас, погоди. А, ну да, прикольно. Чисто за последний месяц плюс 8 подписчиков.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Я знаю очень легкий способ отсюда, если у него есть стихия льда. Ну или так, да, как я говорю.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you...
На у тех персов, которых я играю, пока ты не прокачаешь. Он может качать у него, у нее. И все пока что. А смысл мне качать, если я за них не играю? У меня вот этих фигней нет. Видишь? Были фигни, я прокачал. Вон, у нее уже, вон, видишь, 2 повторки выпало. Раз уже прокачал. Вот у нее 1 раз повторка выпала. А у тех-то смысл качать, я на них не играю. Ну что, возил отсюда? Понимаю.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Давай. Ё-моё, наконец-то. А, сейчас не успею из-за этого. Блин, чуть-чуть не успел. Чё? Есть непрокачанные, кстати, дают хилы, увеличивают силу атаки ультой. Я не знал.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Ну вон справа засада находится, да? Чё? Ну почти потом. Потом надо показать.
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Понимаешь, я ставлю в команду тех, за кого мне, как сказать, удобнее играть. Мне Если не нравится, допустим, та же атака, я не ставлю в команду. Сейчас я покажу, кого бы, если можно было больше 4 человек ставить в команду, я покажу сейчас, кого бы я поставил. Есть? Ну, все у меня есть, или ты это спрашиваешь? Сейчас, погоди, гляну. Я мог, чё, кубок поставить, да? На чё поставить? На первый урон. Так, сейчас. Вот это скажи, если я пропущу. Что, чё? Ну, снизу. Сам внизу говоришь. У меня снизу вон камоновский только. Может камоновские поставить? Чё? А, снизу синих. Ё, все, теперь понял. Так, чё? Так. Про чё? Все остальные акты замени. На что заменить? Вот, мастерство стихии. Сила атаки вот этот поставить, чё? Самый последний. Крит урон самый последний у меня. Сила атаки, шанс крита в 1. Бонус. Все, бонус пира урона, ё-моё. Вот этот в смысле, да, проводы храбреца. Ё-моё. Я вон, где берсерк, да, вот сейчас зеленым говорит, да чуть выше, я там смотрел, ё-моё. Гений, ну да, я знаю, еще тот гений. Так, чё пока. Так, что у тебя тут стоит? Везунчик. Сила атаки, защита. Пока вот это можно поставить, чё? Сейчас дай гляну. Что можно заменить? Так. Что тут соискателя приключений? Защита, восстановление энергии, сила атаки, защита. Чё? Когда заменишь, лучше их. Так, что тут? Защита, восстановление энергии, сила атаки, защита, сила атаки. Тут можно взять. Так, что тут первый? Так, тут так синего, тут цветок приключений. Пара. Искатель приключений, вот цветочки желтые. ХП, крит урон, восстановление энергии, защита, сила атаки. Защита, сила атаки. Защита, сила. Так, ну-ка, сила атаки 7 есть. 8 я видел. Атаки 3,2%. Чё? Если есть берсерк. Берсерка и пиру, да? Значит, стихии, энергии или стихии. Чё? Фиолетовый цветок, да, я уж понял, спасибо. Защита на свой стихии или критон, энергии. Свой стихии лучше взять. Чё? Маленький нижний стат? Ты про чё это сейчас? Я не пойму просто. Чё за стат? Ну... Смотря, все так плохо улучшается. Ну, я знаю, у меня большинство так плохо улучшается. У меня самых коммуновских вещей дофига. В смысле все, понял, теперь вижу. Я раньше не замечал. Что? Ну-ка, еще. Так, чё? Да, я уже заметил, я просто раньше не замечал, извини. Спасибо за подсказку. Шестой уровень только, да? Или он их у меня как? Так же много. Чё? Хватит. Ну да, я уже заметил. Ну все, до 4-го. У меня тут запись отстоят, поэтому у меня уже 6-й к этому времени. Когда сейчас только 4-й. Первый урон. Чё? Сейчас, погоди, гляну, что там. По силе атаки. Вот. Первый урон улучшить. Сейчас у меня Лэд. Отмена. Чё? Апай. Спокойно, у меня зеленых много. Стопэ, что за предмет? Так, я лучше пока это трогать не буду. Тогда. Чё? Зеленый на первый урон? Да, я так и понял. Ладно, пусть вот эти зеленые тоже уйдут. Да, подтвердить. Чё? Фей ниже. Кого? Низ качество. Уровень опыт. Чё? Ну да, и синих, и зеленых. Дофига. Сейчас за 10 уровень, раз уж то пошло. Так, хватит пока. Да, много синих. Вот до 10 все прокачаю тогда пока что. Чё? Все. Понял теперь, что за фигня. Чуть-чуть перестарался с этим. Так, это чё, какой уровень? 10 уже, тут, чё, нулевой. Смотри-ка там израгенку. Ага, хорошо. Смотрю, как появится свободное время, если честно. Спасибо за подсказку. Чё? Стой, чего стоять? Стою. Подумаешь, чуть с уровнем переборщил. Ну что он там по заданию надо было? Я не... Чё? Где не нужно? Какую взять тогда здесь получается, а? Чё, атаку взять, да? Чё у меня? ХП, защита, восстановление энергии, восстановление. Так, тогда чё? Атака? Вот эту, получается, взять тогда. Нет. Вот это получается, да? Чё? Часы. Часы. Так, что, везунчик, изгнанник, воин. ТП, что там? Сила атаки 5,2. Получается, вот эти вкачать, да? Ну хорошо, сменить, улучшить. Теперь выбрать материал. Сортировать по уровню. Сортировать вот эти. Теперь вернуться вот так. Приступить. Да. Чуть уровень потерял, правда. Все, приступить. Все, блохастик, беги. Так, тут что, сила атаки тоже получается улучшить. КП. Защита восстановления энергии, да. Что? Что у нас? Да, все. Авто. СП. Защита. Все. На это пока хватит. По 10-му уровню все добил.
Fireworks are for now, but friend?
Ежедневные. Да, сразу уровень апнул.
Or forever.
Пусто. Ой. Ну, я же говорил, что будет. Копье, блин, дали. Нафига мне ваше копье? Вопрос. По жизни, как я вижу, маленький стал. Ну, как-то проверим, больше хилит. По-моему, меньше стало хилить. Крутка, ну да, все. Одна крутка, ну да. По-моему, Барбара меньше стала хилить. Она до этого по 8 сотен хилила, сейчас по 6 всего. Чё? Минус одна крутка, ну да. Ну всё. Мне не везет на прокрутки. А сейчас раньше везло, когда давно не играл, с ним зашел.
How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still...
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or, if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely,
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine! Fine! I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters. I fought my way to the finals.
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent!
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semi-finals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up on the vision so easily. Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone differently. I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Сейчас минутку приду. Ну да, сейчас момент представится, посмотрю, как она бьет.
You're not...
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and it seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it.
Я поймали на паузу. Что там? Какой у тебя лук на Йомико? У меня он эпический. Ну да, сейчас лучше шмаляет. Урона больше проходит теперь. Перезаряжаю по нему молнией атакой. Ну-ка, это что? 161 также осталось у него. А не, лучше стало, когда вот это бьешь. Когда обычно так и бьешь, а не можешь бежать.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of...
No need for that. Thank you for releasing.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while when people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought, but unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether, from the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for... I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing... Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
На СТ-9.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying, all right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Хоть пешком придется только. Неплохо. Спойлер. Ну, придется с ней побиться. Получить немножко. Вот. Дать. Так ты налила. Наконец-то. Вон, у нее вон. О, так, возвысить описание предмета. Ну, сейчас пойдем вот сюда, сходим, хочу возвысить оружие. Наконец все. Больше сейчас пойду возвышать его.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue Harbor.
It's not unusual for those...
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea of stealing the prize took hold in his mind. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
Huh? So that's what happened?
Сейчас придется снова лететь на корабль.
If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to...
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, but the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a perpetual tempest the entire... In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the...
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just...
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the prep... In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands...
Paimon believes you'll find a way...
Thank you. May both our journeys prove one final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may well prove.
Пока спокойной ночи, да. Похуже улучшить описание. Описание. Ой, господи, у меня башка болит уже. Сейчас 5 минут. Сюда. Угу. Ну, задание выполнено. Значит, там эти хорошие, не попал.
I'm here. Let the show begin. Pew pew.
У меня заполнен он. А вечером принесу. Ладно, сейчас, погоди. Ладно, попробуем. Так, сейчас приду минутку.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Так, что я тут? Извиняюсь, что-то долго. Бежали теперь. А, я понял, что это за фигня. Ой, не люблю это место очень сильно. Не дали бы времени побольше, если честно. Комфортно. А, я чё у меня? А, я понял, у меня этот навык. Вот уровень. Все, так просто, серьезно. Ну, посложнее будет. Это потому что знаешь, что как. Эти артефакты так помогают. Покинуть подземелье для коня. Не, пока не нужно. Блин. Где такая вот эта фигня найти? У меня вопрос. Что по улучшению? Не хватает. Что по улучшению? Нужен круг. Взять. Тебе тоже не хватает. Тебе что? Чтобы улучшить. Блин, еще не открыто, ладно. Надо будет потом руины пооткрывать все. Вот у меня одни руины. Но это уж потом надо будет сделать. Ща. Только телепорта. Так, инженерки пока не появились. Вопрос. Нет, еще нет. Значит, вот это задание. Ух, на выполнение. Сам сейчас тут закуплюсь. Так, ничего полезного нет, значит надо идти вон туда. Возьму, блин, тут чё? Тут весь сахар забирает. Тут 4. Ладно уж выкупим. Чтобы обновлялось потихоньку. Все, тут пусто.
Ad Astra Abyssos.
Ну что дают? Ну фигню дали, понятно. Вот на следующем уровне дадут нормальную фигню.
Ad Astra.
Точка телепорта. Заодно быстро разбегаю. Ты хоть смотри иногда. Я не оставил. Я его использую.
I smell rabbit.
Это просто кое-кто под ноги лень посмотреть.
tasty chop suey!
As expected of my daughter. I may have overeaten. As expected of my daughter. Is it time for some usually specialties?
Ad Astra Abyssosque. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding... Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of it?
Of course! There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see...
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See? There's no need to get up.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyan Stone
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard.
ними на саду. Он пошел с ними, давай разговаривать по-ихнему. И они его приняли за своего. Он один пошел. А потом, когда они его пропустили, да, он бросился в реку, они давай...
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Купался будет. Пока скажи папе, иди гуляй. Чё, с кем не бывает? Да харе ты уже заколебешь. Ой, извиняюсь, подавился. В чайник залезть. Так, он же внизу, да, внизу, поэтому... Конечно, было бы отлично, я сразу упал, но потом бежать не хочу. На, прямо нагло. Все, теперь я могу чайник достать. Ну, конечно. Тут чайник уже не дали залезть.
Maybe you're not.
Получить. Изготовление декора. Получить. Спасибо. Там синяя вот эта фигня нужна была. Количество 4 штук пусть будет. Создание. Все, пока. Пока.
If you ever have any questions.
Так, чё? Привет. Так, вот сюда. Поместить. Вот здесь. Применение. Пара. И чё? Не знаю, если это вопрос, конечно. Если вопрос, я говорю, что да, скорее всего. На стриме, ну да, впервые. Это точно. Ой, извиняюсь, мелочь. Чё, вот здесь ее ставить, что ли? Колян, блин. Пойти. Сохранить изменения, ну и чё? Не понял маневра. Ну вон она, вот здесь. Ё-моё. Блин, я думал, это другая фигня, извини. Ладно, хорошо. Так, ладно, что там дальше у меня? Сейчас соседи придут, тебе так по башке постучат мелочь. Так. Книжку надо будет где-нибудь купить, достать. Что еще в строительстве тут можно? Может быть, то... Нет. Сокровищница. Дико... Чужие дикого. Пара. Так, чё? Чё, я тебе, друзья, кинул? Хорошо, только я сейчас компанию буду проходить, если что. Пара. Декор. Привет. Да твою налево. Понятно, пусто тут. Ладно, пока не трогаю тогда. Не то... Пока.
If you ever have any questions about the rep...
Так. Сюда телепорт пока что. Наконец-то. Опять. Ладно, там лежит-то самое. Ничего. Ну я. Есть. Плюс прибавочка. Или да. Ядра получаем. Еще одна. Раз. Давай. Два. Все. Так, все, топай пешочком. Все, долго хвост оближка, помол этот. Полетели. По-моему, он стал дальше. Или это я так прыгнул? Блин, походу сейчас утону. Сейчас надеяться, что стаминки хватит.
You finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just... We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest. The nation...
Anchors away!
Ahoy there.
If we...
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say...
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get...
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beto.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into...
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid it, so we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Huh?
This is what they call...
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you...
Here are their entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush.
I just wanted to see what you'd say.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone said.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku Decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling... Now, let's head over... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Up and away.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency? Both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a process?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math.
Ma'am, these two here are good friends.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to... 4...
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
Alright then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here?
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So it becomes a question of how much they... So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all their work.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation era, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by...
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certain... After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to...
Really? Wow! The Rito fix?
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. Connections come at a high price, you understand? No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some... I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Caricio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency. Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in it... No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry... Those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees...
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that they just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now...
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal... Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock.
Isn't that what they call...
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax... It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry.
Так, извиняюсь, что так долго без микрофона был. Просто разговаривал тут. Поэтому микрофон отрубил.
What do you think we should do?
That vendor. I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him? We could go talk to him and see if he lets anything slip.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it! We're on the case!
Этих нет. Книжка. Гиро. О, позиция еще не раскрыта, да? Ой, так, все, я опять тут. Ну-ка, куда топать? Блин, я хочу сражаться, где-то туда-сюда минут, это интересно. Кому не видит, да?
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what this guy's got a bad attitude. Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates, they're wasting their time. The price is non-negotiable, not by a single Mora. Hey, what's your problem? Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water. What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's...
That was quick. You resolved it all.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help it. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that ended up The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about...
Бляха. А там что такое? Ну-ка.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but the scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of free... It's working! So, trying to play my heart... Huh? What is... Just close your eyes already! You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants.
Yeah.
Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue.
Liyue.
Опа, нефрит. Я тебе нефрит дам.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them?
Well, no one's stopping you.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make... All right.
Is it talk now?
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up. So come on, get it off your chest. What's...
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the...
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Ну, хоть что-то интересное. Ой, хоть побегать. Лучше нормально. Так. Сколько метров? На 73 метра все. Лучше, да? Пока его нет, можно потихо взять, скалмизить. О, дождь начался. Сразу резко начало подлагивать. Да слезь ты, да. А тебя в сторону, ты наверх лезешь. Отлично, вообще отлично.
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Стемнело прям вовремя, как говорится. А? Хорошо, по-моему. Макар. Макар, я первый сказал. Ты, я первый сказал.
Too close. That's...
Come out, I can see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh. Seems like he's noticed us.
Я сколько уже заработал зданий.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose?
Keijiro!
After him! It's not like I'll get any customers.
Нормально, я выиграл. Не, обычный сок. Да.
Love or freedom? Which one should I choose? I need to think about it. Should I close early? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Потихонечку попаем. Вот прикольно, вот не только просто бегать надо.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earned...
Should I close early?
Нет, не видел.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult.
No.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
What was that sound?
Shh! Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Направо, пешка.
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it? Whoa, it's boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face that.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty Firehead! Let the show begin.
Побежали. Так, сколько там? А дом мы с ним. Он кого-то там встретить сейчас. Он просто книжку нашли. Неплохо. Ну-ка, если умная вертика. Ладно, даже дойти не успел, меня отправили.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell him.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you see,
Let me take a look at the ledger.
It's not like I'll get any customers. Freedom. Which one should I choose?
Well, would you look at that? So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this, hmm?
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's...
Word has it that samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members...
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself...
Well, even if what you say is true...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants...
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over...
Not even in...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out.
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let...
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Ah, Chief. You've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to...
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke...
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You outlanders have no respect. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro...
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget...
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection...
What was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from... So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and...
Still pretty good going for...
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, I had to make sure I'd be... Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with... That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of...
Change the tide?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. A nation blessing now 10% off.
Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt Decree... That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed, I shall help set that up for you.
Toma sure didn't put up much of a...
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is good... Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? We should get going. Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score! Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Stop there! Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespass.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual. Come on in. Let's see what we...
Did you...
My sincere...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you was because...
All right, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance.
So what you're saying is we...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terra's sails and put the Overlord...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbor...
Whoa! You heard about that too? Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to
Well, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. Well, you must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the mountaintops of...
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So,
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Freshly picked, I mean.
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters, to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Halt, you two!
Huh? What
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
a letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Извиняюсь. Хорошо.
So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?
Да.
Paimon knew something just didn't seem right about him. Let's ask her tonight.
Чего?
See what she has to say.
А, это я сейчас выкину. Давай. Так, все, я тут. Побежали. Да, прикольно следы остаются. Там так медленно исчезают.
Ah, you finally arrived. Allow me to This is technically the second time we have met.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishment.
Is that Paimon or does something...
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feel...
Discuss what?
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you...
No, you misunderstand me. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But there is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito. But you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be... Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito. That is my to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was...
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the Shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to...
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must...
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself...
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter, and...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must...
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us.
Shinojo, you can't really...
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty...
Yes, but that's not...
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard...
Yeah, что, я один, серьезно?
My lady, please. Stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Да. Что мощно
Freeze! That tingle?
Let's dance.
I got careless.
Keep back!
That tingle? A little taste.
Avoid the trees. Follow me.
That tingle? Picked the wrong test subject.
Time for a light show.
Try.
Keep back!
That was...
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs!
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
See no more! Keep back! To the ferry.
The hunter.
I'll protect us.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close.
There's more!
This isn't over. One strike.
I can't breathe.
Пипец надо.
Think you can bully me?
Keep back!
Taste my blade.
Fire hazard.
One strike will suffice.
Пожрать. Он полудохлый у меня. Пипец,
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Nara... In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my...
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss.
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us. I'm sure of it. But
I'm not afraid to say that...
the one...
Shinojo, did you honest...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all.
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it...
Yes, of course.
But what will happen if your actions hit...
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without...
Paimon never suspected a guy...
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure...
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Да, что это?
Oh, we're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House! Yeah! Let the show begin. Huh.
Все, я теперь увидел это. Так. Так что там было, блин, я не знаю, того, что не видел. Ну-ка, давай, И поменялись. Попробуй берутся. Все, добились, что ли, друг друга. Все, отдохала, она.
Time for a light show.
Empty chest. Good for storage.
А, прикольно. Пока все норм. Как я понял, мне просто надо... Так, где это хрень? Вот она. Серьезно? просто... А, дождь идет, сейчас не получится приготовить. Работки попозже буду выполнять. Вот так. Вообще мне топать как до Китая. Хотя я не думал, что еще есть Китай, но... Успею. Дал. Блэд до самого конца утонул. Руки правильно убрал быстро. Никому не дает выйти, ладно. Сейчас это последний. Это что такое? Не знаю, ладно. Эх, с рыцарем сражаться не вариант. Фиолетовая бабочка. Так, куда? Сейчас будет. Не. Я знаю, как тут электро хорошо работает. Конечно, можно сделать по-умному, вот так. А, не работает. Ладно, пофиг, тогда покеда. Да отстаньте уже от меня уже. Стоп, где искать? А, вон. Что-то... А, не то. А, вон. Что-то. Это вода, блин. Я не знаю, блин, где может быть. Не хочу я с ним играть, заклебил, чего у меня такую фигню играть. Целый раз. Да, сколько у меня побочек накопилось. Ой, потом проходить их. Ну, опять пришли. Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход. Ты я в обход пошел. А, стоп. Да, это... Следующие 3 награды. Марка сказать не очень. А потом хочу пойти у нее. У этого еще концовку, а потом будет видно. Высоко лезть балет. Лезть так привычно, как говорится. Стопай, ладно. А тут можно пролезть? Балет. А вот здесь. Нет, спасибо. Сейчас не до этого. Блин, тут даже не ускорится. Тут только прыгай, а прыгай. Минутку сильно тратишь. Сколько сейчас забирается? Да, узковато. Но тут есть перевалочный пункт. Так просто забить. Сейчас это часть сюжетки чисто пропустил, типа не впускают меня, а потом вас впустили. Я побежал.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid...
Wait! We're not the general public!
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by...
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro...
Well, that sounds more like...
What kind of tea is this?
Часа неплохо. Так, каких-то 3 часа. Ну-ка, стрим у меня сейчас на каком месте? Ну, сейчас. Ну, так, я уже зашел, на стриме еще идет.
Where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere.
Вот,
Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that the...
Relax. No need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in...
Ah, now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nick...
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because...
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same. But when the lightning struck... Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly.
Привет, Вектор, дела нормально у тебя?
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? What?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Пришел под конец стрима, я уж тут заканчивать собрался. Прям... А, пламенную бригаду досмотрел, а я как-то вот в начале месяца прошлого начал такой смотреть, пол серии посмотрел, потом что-то передумал резко, начал другое аниме продолжать, ну как сказать, продолжать смотреть. Поэтому так еще и не досмотрел. Так, ладно, я, пожалуй, на этом стрим закончу. Сейчас по молитвам гляну, чё. Облает. Красиво, теперь не вижу нифига. Ну-ка, хватает? Хватает. Чё? А, понимаю. Поздравляю. Опять барахло дали, офигенно. О, офигенно, барахло дают. Чё, показ? Ну да, показ еще тот показ. Ладно, всем спасибо за просмотр. И всем пока. А, не, сейчас я последний призыв попробую сделать. Уж тогда закончу стрим. И пусто. Ладно, сейчас все за просмотр. Всем пока.